Just got here to the Empire of Japan's Navy Underground Headquarters and tunnel system. So this is going to be a pretty long video, probably about 45 minutes to maybe an hour. So what I'm going to do is in the description, I'm going to put specific timelines. So if you want to see, for instance, the museum portion of this video, or you want to see me first entering the tunnels, you know, the commanding officer's room, the staff officer's room, the petty officer's room, the generator rooms, all that kind of stuff, the medical room. If you want to see just those specific items, I'm going to put those in the description below, different time stamps. You guys can just skip to those time frames. So here's a memorial to the Japanese troops that lost their lives during the Battle of Okinawa. So the 6th Marine Division was the Marine Corps division that actually landed on Okinawa and started taking over parts of the island. I mean, there was multiple Marine divisions, but in specific, the one that took this hill was the 6th Marine Corps division. You know, it's pretty crazy. I mean, like I said, I'm a Marine myself, and to be able to come here and look at all this stuff, it's interesting. You know, I always try and put myself in the shoes, especially of the United States Marines that were here during that time, and it's crazy. So again, they have a giant Japanese anchor here, and that is to respect the Empire of Japan. They're the Navy, the sailors that were here fighting, right? So we just walked into the mission building. They got some really old pictures of back in the day. So it looks like a gravesite and a torii gate made out of trees. These are the Okinawan people, more than likely going to find shelter somewhere on the island to try and protect themselves from the Americans' bombardment. Doctors, nurses. We've got a little video here of the invasion of Okinawa. You know, back in those days, we used flamethrowers quite often because the Japanese would, again, they would hide in tunnels, they'd hide in these little bunkers, and we couldn't. I mean, how do we fight that, right? If we try and go into a tunnel, they were more than likely booby-trapped. So the easiest way to fight that is to grab a flamethrower and put that nozzle through an opening and literally just incinerate that entire space, right? It's not something pretty. It's not something that you want to see ever in your life, but that's war, you know. So yeah, here's some more pictures. Assuming this is probably after the bombardment of Okinawa. This is a school teacher, right? She's teaching her class of students in Okinawa. 1945. So this is, I think that was right before the United States came in. This is 1945 as well. So this is actually, yeah, this is during the time that the United States invaded. Flamethrower. I mean, imagine that. Look at this. She's got to be like 10 years old, and she's carrying an infant on her back. You know, that was the brutality of the war back in the day, right? Um, Parents would be killed during the bombings, and these little children would have to take care of their little brothers and sisters. Here's another child, probably 10 years old again, maybe 9, carrying a stick with a white flag, so that no one would hurt her. Right? American troops escorting children. These are the brutalities, right? These are the bad things about the war. Unfortunately, there's always casualties, civilian casualties, infections, right? Buildings. That was a church that got messed up. As American troops trying to tend to the Japanese children. American troops with Japanese prisoners. So first off is going to be the museum. I'm not going to talk too much out of respect for the people that are also going through the museum. I believe this is Admiral Oda, but I'm not positive. So this is an actual Japanese flag. I'm sure that flown here on this hilltop back in the day. So, some of the tools, right? So tools that were used to actually build the tunnels and stuff like that for this. So the Japanese was so ill-equipped, they actually had to use spears and stuff like that to battle the United States when they were invading these tunnels. So these are the shells that were used. So this first number, 1,178,869, that was the number of unexploded bombs that were found on Okinawa. Oh, here we go. So this kind of shows you. So the number of explosive devices used by the U.S. was 2,716,000. It's just crazy. That's that number there. These are the amount of people that were casualties of war. 200,656. That's only Okinawa. So it's a Japanese gas mask and a filtration system. That thing is old. A uniform from back in the day. Now here's an old, looks like maybe an anti-tank or an anti-aircraft machine gun here. The amount of rust, I mean, it's full of rust. But here's a K-bar, right? Or a big knife attached to a wooden log. Now this is what the Japanese on Okinawa were attacking the Americans with, because they really just didn't have enough rifles and guns to support the war effort in Okinawa. So that is a picture of the United States forces invading Okinawa. So those are grenades. Probably medicine bottles, vials. This was the museum part. We're gonna go into the tunnels now. So this is the entrance to the tunnel. Again, some of this is a lot more modernized now. So we're walking further into the tunnels, and now you can tell. So you got modern, right? Modern, and then you got the original tunnels. Now, some of the stuff, right, especially like the piping here for lighting and stuff, these are new. But the actual tunnel system itself is original. The tunnel and stuff is haunted. So if I don't make it out of here, hopefully this video will surface, and then you guys will know I'm somewhere down here. Alright. If I hear ghosts, I'm running too. So you can see the oxidation and all this stuff from the years of this tunnel just being underground, right? The moisture leaking from the surrounding mountain. As I get deeper and deeper into this tunnel, I feel kind of like a chill, or just very, very like, I don't know. It's because I love military history so much. So I'm imagining myself as not as a civilian walking through these tunnels, but as a troop invading Japan and looking for the enemy. And I just right now I can't even tell you guys how I feel going through these tunnels. So I want to give you guys one look at the top of the entrance where we just came down, and we're just gonna keep going. So I'm 69 inches, about 5'9", and I'm 5'9", and the top is there. So there's probably about 7 feet in here. As soon as you get down one tunnel to the right, it says this used to be the signal room back in the day. So the little entrance, I kind of have to duck to go through here. Man, this is crazy. So you're not allowed to pass this spot here. So they got a tree here to kind of show tribute. Wow. So I brought 2 batteries because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run out of battery life on here. So we're gonna continue. So imagine this was the Underground Headquarters. So there's a lot. Again, 405 meters of tunnel system here. So here's the underground map. So we are here. So we just came down this flight of stairs. We went over, saw the signal room. And now, let's see, where should we go? That says exit. That says operation room. So we're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna go up and around. We'll go that way and come back down. All right, let's do it. So yeah, I'll tell you, man. I really do get like an eerie feeling walking through here. I wouldn't say necessarily I feel like I'm not wanted here, but maybe. So here's a kind of Japanese picture of the operations room. Yeah. So here we go through this small tunnel, man. Down here. So I think, like as you guys are seeing these pieces of this wall out here, a lot of this looks like bullets, but I'm not entirely sure what actually was here or what actually happened in this room. It could have been. Okay, so that's what these little things you see, these little holes in the wall, these are from the Japanese troops actually committing suicide with hand grenades. So what they do is they pull the pin and they put that grenade straight to their stomach or their chest, and then it'd explode and kill them. So this part of the tunnel, I kind of got to kneel down a little bit. It's pretty narrow. So if I stand up, I hit it, so I gotta kind of kneel. Come here. So this is the commanding officer's room. This is where Admiral Ota planned his operations. So there's well, let's just see. So of course, I mean, you look in here, it's a big room. There's some inscribing on that wall right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll zoom in a little bit later. But that scribing says, "Destroy the ugly Americans," or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm allowed in here. Okay, no, I'm not. So there's a gate I just tried to open. I'll keep walking down here. Here's another big room. So you're gonna see, like, I don't know if you guys can see all those little shiny things on the floor. Those are all coins. People used to donate to the people of Okinawa. There's another really dark room that we're gonna go to real quick. But before we do, I want to see this. So this is another petty officer's room. And this is where they hung out or slept or whatever. And you guys can see this picture, like that's how it was. All right, let's check out this dark room. See what we can find over here. Flashlight. Very dark. Very narrow. I'm not sure where this tunnel goes or why it's blocked off, but it goes somewhere. Oh man. Man, I just, wow. This looks like a sleeping spot. Let me see here. Let me grab my light again. I can show you guys what this looks like here. I'm trying to be quick because there's people behind me catching up. So this is what this is. It's like a little sleeping spot for them. We're gonna keep going down. We're getting deeper and deeper underground. Oh wow, so this is an actual pickaxe that was used to build. More sleeping quarters. Yeah, this looks like just more quarters. They probably slept here. So more donations. So, you know, Japanese people would probably bring little statues and they put them in these little cupboards right here, and they'd kind of pay tribute to whatever it was. So this was a generator room. I'm curious if there's an exhaust. No, there's not. I don't know if you guys can see on the top of this roof, all of that water. That's condensation. That's all leaking from. That's leaking from just the mountain, right? But so this is a generator room. This is where they put their generator to provide power for all of their stuff that was here. So here's another generator room. That's 2 generator rooms that they actually put into this tunnel system to get power throughout this, you know, lighting, all that. See the wood there where they mounted it down there. So this is man, so this is going to be a long video. I just realized I already filmed 20 minutes, and that's only on the tunnel system. So here's a medical room. So medical room, obviously where they would bring their wounded and treat them here. So, alright, we're just going to keep going through this tunnel. So this is a code room. I almost tripped, yes. No, cut out. Cutouts. So, okay, so here's the wood I was talking about. So code room, they use to decipher the code. I mean, it was basically an operations room, right? So they used this room for multiple things. I mean, it's a huge room. This is probably the biggest one I was in so far. But you know, they've used it for deciphering codes and or creating codes to continue the fight. So this is the tunnel construction, basically how they built it. Crazy. So this is, so I mean, basically if you look at this picture, the Japanese just, anywhere they could lay down, they slept. That's where they slept. And you know, being a Marine, have gone to Iraq and Afghanistan, I can tell you, if you can find a spot to lay down, you lay down, because you don't usually get time to sleep at all. Is closed to the public, so those were the ones that we couldn't go to. So then, yeah, we definitely went through everything already. So we went here. We went up here, the 3 generator rooms that provided power for the entire tunnel system, the medical room, the code room, the staff room, the operations room, and then commanding officer's room, signal room. So we're gonna go out the other side this time. So this is the exit. So I gotta say, like, this is amazing. I want to go through the tunnels on mainland Japan. So I'm trying to figure out a spot I can go to over there on mainland. But I just want to kind of put this to you in perspective. There's 2,400 people, Okinawan, Imperial Japanese soldiers, troops, sailors, died in this tunnel system, defending Okinawa. So, if you guys saw, it's not very big, right? Walking through it at a kind of slow pace took about 24 minutes. So, I can't imagine walking through at a fast pace would be maybe 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, or 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But anyway, so here's the one exit from the tunnel system. Again, there's the entrance to the tunnel. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop in there and get something to snack on. But I'm kind of walking around here because I think I see a bunker I kind of want to take a look at really quick and show you guys. But man, I love this stuff. I literally love this stuff. You know, war is not a beautiful thing at all. It's really not, you know. It's kind of things like this, like these war monuments, these historic places, like it hits me somewhere deep inside my heart that I can't even explain to anyone. It's just very, very meaningful to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. What I thought was a bunker down here is not a bunker. It probably was at one point, but they blocked it off, blocked it out or whatever, and then they turned it into a place that you can come pay your respects for the Okinawan people that fought. So yeah, here it is. Inscription on it, and then the actual, so 30-minute video, probably around 30, I don't know, maybe 40-minute video. Anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was long, but if you're ever wondering what the Japanese tunnels looked like during World War II and what the United States forces had to go through to fight through, to win the war, you kind of got a glimpse of it, right? So this is definitely tight quarters combat. You know, I guarantee you most of this combat that took place here was hand to hand, guarantee it. So all right, everybody, hope you like and subscribe. See you guys again.